Hello all the crazy people out there, my name is Dragonite, welcome back to Pokemon Ultra Moon. Last time, we finally did some more battling in a Pokemon game, and we arrived in Paniola Town here, which is this odd little western-looking town right in the middle of Hawaii. And today I'm gonna explore town a little bit, at least however much I can. It looks like these houses don't actually have doors on them that I can go into, so maybe we won't be exploring here. But if I come out down this side, oh look, it's some idiots doing dances. Yo, Vulpix, give me that bottle cap. Excuse you. Yeah, you and me both, Vulpix. Please stop. You're scaring it. What you looking at? What's this Pokemon need a nice bottle cap for? I'm just gonna put it to better use, that's all. You there, do you think you could help? Well, honestly, they seem more interested in dancing than mugging. So if you just wait for them to get tired, they might just go away on their own. Alright, fine, we'll do this. Is this gonna be a double battle or a single? Alright, they're both moving, so I think it might actually be a double. We're gonna fight them both at once. That's exciting. Probably go a little faster, too. Nope, just a single. Alright. So we're gonna go and fight Rattata. And Rattata, you're gonna be a dark type in Alola, and well, I guess normal Rattata would be a normal type. And I've got a fighting type move that I can use on you here. And that should be nice and super effective. I don't think you're gonna last very long against that. Didn't even need both of the double kicks. Just a single kick will do. Pico gained not very much experience, and we have leveled up. All right, no, we have not leveled up. Yeah, why did I say that? So you're it's your fault just because you wouldn't hand over that stupid bottle cap. You got lucky, Vulpix. Don't count on people to help you next time. You guys gotta find something better to do with your time. Oh, thank goodness, everything's gonna be alright now. This game likes the crossfades on the camera angles. Did other Pokemon games use crossfades that often? I honestly don't think they did. I'm almost positive they did in X and Y. I don't think they did in Sword and Shield. Real weird. Anyway, what is this? Oh, is that a fishing spot? I think later in the game I will access a fishing rod-like instrument, and I think that might be something I can do with them. Someone just stuck it. It weighs less than 110 pounds. All right, it's about the same as I do. Someone just went and stuck a sticker on this cart over here. Why? Don't know. I have 16 stickers. What do you have to say? And or sell? I could not understand that. Why don't you take a bottle with you? Moo Moo Milk. Alright. For a long time, I don't know if it still is, Moo Moo Milk was the best healing item in the game in terms of hit points per money. It's really not something that you really have to worry about in Pokemon games, like how monetarily efficient your items are. Super Potions having a better step per dollar value than Max Repels and what have you, but just for those who really like to min-max their Pokemon games, there is a hat on this on the Sirius cactus over here. I guess it works. When you put it back on, it might or might not be full of spines. The spines on some cacti come off more easily than others. Ironically, it might be safer if it's a cactus with longer spines than shorter ones, because usually, in my experience, the ones with longer spines don't come out as easily. So there are some Magmar in this kitchen over here. I guess that makes sense. I actually remember thinking that was really funny the first time I came in here in Pokemon Sun. Just Magmar using their flame body abilities to, you know, light the stove or whatever. But I also feel like it was Magmortar. There was Magmortar that was doing this in some point in the game. I don't know if that was changed or if I'm just misremembering or if it was a different part of the game. But oh wow, there's a lot of them. Let's see. Your bed looks like a like texture test pattern or something like that, or just like the paint swatches from Lowe's or something. 100 volcanic vistas of the world. All right. Mount Chimney and Reversal Mountain have become popular. I did not realize I was gonna see, like, lore when I clicked on that, but that's cool. There's another totem sticker. I guess they can be found inside. Gotta keep an eye out for them when I'm in buildings, too, then. This is a big building. Oh, no, it just loops back around. Alright, that makes sense. Can I go in there? I cannot go in there. So I guess that's just, all there really was for us upstairs. That upstairs is that one sticker. Let's see. I feel like it would be really funny if someone just stuck it on the TV. Why is everybody on TV in these games weird? So that's the saloon, I guess. It's where all the cowboys go to show how tough they are by drinking milk or whatever. So I think that's it for town. There really only was that one house in there besides the Pokemon Center for me to go into. Let's see, there's an item on the other side of that fence. You are not a trainer because the screen didn't get a shade when I walked close to you. But you're telling me that a lot of other people are. Alright. Let's get this over with. So that's unfortunately going to be a bit of a theme in this game, I think, and that Pokemon like Carbink are going to give me a little bit more trouble than they really should. But we'll see if we can work around that. I think I've got some plans for team building that should mitigate that problem. You're going to be a trial goer, right? Well, you've got a good sense of timing. The captain's actually here, so come on. Okay. You mean like Mallow is here? I guess Mallow is here, alright. I don't remember if this was like this in the original game, or if this is a, extra side content. Is this going to be a different trial than in the originals, or is this just like a side quest? The Moo Moo Milk from Paniola Ranch is the best. It's so rich and creamy when you use in white sauce and other things. Taste can't even be described. By the way, since I was lucky enough to run into you here, I'll do you a little favor. Stoutland was registered to your ride pager. That is, if memory serves, the item finder, and I do not like it at all. And fortunately, I don't think I have to use item finding at any point in this game. But the dowsing machines in Gens 4 and 5 were good, and pretty much no other item finders in Pokemon have been before or after. Well, thanks for that anyway, I guess. So that wasn't really much. It just gave me the item finder. You're gonna tell me about Pokebeans that you can get from the cafes in the Pokemon centers are harvested from Pokepelago. Did you know that? Honestly, I kind of assumed that they were, but I don't think I ever like checked. There's a lot of cows here of various types. Yeah, I'm familiar with your kind. I don't think I'm going to be riding around on you any day soon. If you do, I'll buck and kick you, and then I'm going to have to go to the Pokemon Center. They're generally known as spirited Pokemon, but this fellow is pretty feisty even for a Tauros. But I guess that's not surprising considering how new he is to the ranch. Alright, you're just going to have to go and make friends somehow. Oh, you're training them to become Ride Pager Pokemon. That's interesting. The Mistress? I assume you mean the boss. Yeah, the Mistress of Paniola Ranch. She can get even the most unruly Tauros snapped into line. Right then. It's time to call the Mistress. And here I was thinking it was going to be like a human. Anyway, Mistress of the Ranch, Miltank. What are you going to do? Use Roll-It on it? One roar from Miltank and even the most ornery Tauros is instantly as quiet as the little Litten. Alright. You two can go and have fun with that. This is not quite what I had in mind when I said making friends, but I guess it'll work. And you're just gonna bark at each other for a while. That's great. Alright, looks like even the Mistress is having a tough time with this one. Maybe if he burns off all the excess energy, it'll be easier to bring him to heal. What do you think? How about taking on Tauros in battle? Alright, let's do this. Don't hold back. Hopefully this will not be too much of a trouble. Let's see. Oh, it's gonna be a regular trainer fight. I thought it was gonna be like a scripted wild battle that you couldn't catch or something. Guess it makes sense for it to be a trainer fight. Although don't think too hard about how it went from being uncontrollable to being inside his Pokeball. I guess technically we didn't see it coming out of the Pokeball. Maybe it didn't, for all I know. Alright, so we're going to go and work up, and we are going to use our Horn Attack. Alright, that wasn't too bad. I can take another one without anything too bad happening. You're level 15, I'm level 20, and we're going to go and use Double Kick here. +1, super effective. That should just barely not 2-hit KO. That's barely not 1-hit KO you. Wow. Okay. Rage. Yeah, that's going to do nothing. Rage is going to build over time, but it's going to be a couple turns before it really turns into a move that really does a lot of damage. Alright. Tauros went down. Good game, sir. We defeated Pokemon Breeder Wesley. Or defeated as Tauros anyway. I don't know if we were really competing there. So, that worked, apparently. Just kicking it in the face was all it took. Don't read too much into that. And, you and Miltank. Alright. It would have been funny if the move that Miltank used on it was like something that lowered its attack or something. And it started the battle with like a -1 on its attack. Anyway, that is a scope lens. Is that increased accuracy or increased critical hit? I think that's increased critical hit. I can never remember the lens items. Because there's a couple of them. And they do similar but not exactly the same things. There's like the scope lens, the wide lens, and the... Alright, this is critical hits. I guess I'll give this to Pico. At the moment, Pico has Double Kick, which is a multi-hit move. And the critical hit chance will be calculated independently for all of them. Have I talked to all the NPCs in here? Do I want to? You don't have a... You don't have the stamps, apparently, to control them. Yeah, do tell me. I've actually been wondering that. The area, which is called Paniola, is a very old place here in the history of Pioneer Alola. When our ancestors drifted to the islands in Alola and decided to live here, the land was not habitable. So our ancestors developed the land with their Tauros, just as they did before they came to Alola. They kept most of the fertile land as a ranch, so they wouldn't forget their gratitude for Tauros. Okay. So there is a kind of colonial settlement sort of vibe here, although it's slightly less violent than most of the colonial stories in real life. But, okay. That answers at least part of my question about, like, why random westerns in the middle of Hawaii from earlier. That's 5 adrenaline orbs. I definitely did not almost call them adamant orbs. Let's see. So there was plenty to do in there for an area that was, you know, not that crowded, but we can exit and we can start fighting people on the outside again. That did not go quite as well as I thought it was going to. Should I heal? I'm gonna go run back to the Pokemon Center to heal, because between the ranch fight and that fight, I think I got a little more beat up than I thought it was going to. BRB. Alright, so, if we continue past this way, there's this item that's been taunting me for a while. It's a Paralyze Heal. Alright, I don't think I've actually run into a Pokemon to catch in this area yet, so maybe let's do this. At least if I find something new. That is another Mudbray, which is not something new. There are these ramps, which I believe we were recently informed is so that Pokemon can, like, get a workout, which is very amusing. I don't actually see any Pokemon on them. Alright, is that a totem sticker, or is that... Alright, that is a totem sticker. I thought for a minute that it might have been one of those yellow Pokeballs that has a TM in it, but it's not. I don't think I can get into that pen over there. I think we're just gonna go... Okay, so I fought a Miltank with the intent to catch it, and then I accidentally killed it, but String did grow to level 20, so I'm just gonna leave that in. Oops. Alright. So, if I see another Miltank anywhere, I'll try to catch it instead. Alright. So, we got through that grass without anything bad happening, so I guess that's gonna be it for, at least for now. Can I go into here? Do anything? Cross special defense. Was that hidden, or was that just, like, out of sight? And, like, would I have been able to see it more easily if I'd ran over there? Don't know. What are you doing, sir? You're doing push-ups, I mean sit-ups, underneath the truck. Okay. Not sure what I expected to find there. Alright. I feel like Double Kick was a bit of a gamble because Fire Fang would have had same type attack bonus and done a lot more damage, but sometimes Magnemite will have a Sturdy, which I wanted to not have to worry about. Come back this way and Heal Ball. There's been a lot of items on the ground, and I've like read the text of what's inside, like none of them. Alright, so we've got another roadblock here. These Sudowoodo seem to have gone down, seemed kinda down. Ever since Lana beat them, but they've been blocking the path and no one can get through. Seems like they're so petrified of Lana now that they don't even want to see another Waterium Z after she smacked down on them with that water type Z power of hers. Yeah, that's gonna be a totem battle that's coming up in a little later. But first, I think we gotta do the grass one before we get there. Nursery Lady, okay. I definitely remember you. I spent a bit of time running back and forth on my bicycle. Riding back and forth on my bicycle. Or on Tauros, rather. Wrong game. Trying to breed a Dratini with some stats that I liked earlier. Anyway, other regions have these daycare places. Yeah, they do. Pretty much every game post Gen 2 has one, I think. Yeah, you're gonna explain breeding to me? No, I would not like to do that. I would just like to have a poke around, see if anybody gives me an item, perhaps. TM10 Hidden Power. Alright. We're going to probably not make use of that one. Hidden Power type checkers. So, I don't have anyone on my team who can really make use of Hidden Power, but I guess for the sake of argument, Pika, what's your Hidden Power? Fighting type. Alright, not very useful. I'm gonna have other fighting type moves. I also don't remember if Gen 7 was where Hidden Power's type was fixed to, I think, 60, because for a while, Hidden Power would have a variable power as well as type based on your IVs. You gave me a lot of money for that. I guess your gentleman counts as one of the rich people in these games. Brooklet Hill at the end of Route 5. That's where Captain Lana does a trial. Wait, am I doing that first? I thought Mallow's trial was first. Okay. If I do that, do I come back and do I fight you also? I know that there have been some trainers like that, but I haven't really been, like, going back to do that? I haven't really been paying attention. Alright, that was easy enough. I don't know how long I've been going in this video, but I think there's going to be more battles skipped in this video than there was in the last one, so I might go a little longer. You there, I recognize you. I think I remember your name. I am not going to say it until it's officially revealed. Are you even taking this seriously? He's really not. Just, you have to play along with him. I am, so seriously. I'm seriously enjoying it. Enjoying it. You can enjoy Pokemon battling when you put everything you have into it, which you clearly haven't. Hey, Drago. This guy's plenty scary. You're Drago? Nope, not me. Seems you have enough sense to be wary, not bad. I'm Gladion. Me and my partner, Type Null, are training to get stronger. We have to get stronger. Though most of our time these days goes to working for Team Skull as their muscle. Battle me. I won't take no for an answer. Alright, Gladion. Or Gladion. I think I'll go with the latter, because I'm pretty sure it's a pun on gladiator. Although I couldn't say for sure, there could be some other joke in there. So, Gladion is going to send out Zubat, and you have 3 Pokemon. I'm going to send out Pico. And, let's see, I think Pico is going to go use Workup. And hopefully, we'll be able to get through your 3 Pokemon without too much trouble. Alright. Feint Attack. That is one that will, I believe, never miss. Even if I have, for whatever reason, buffed my accuracy. We're going to go and use Bite over here. Or Fire Fang. Fire-type Bite. And, oh, that's Zorua. Okay. Not Zubat. Zubat's coming in now, and I'm assuming your 3rd Pokemon is going to be Type Null. Alright. By the way, I really like your battle song. I don't really get to stop and listen to music that often when I'm doing a Let's Play, unless I stop to listen on purpose, because I'm usually talking through it, but I like your battle song. Alright, that is... I forgot how utterly ridiculous that design is with the, like, the axe on your head. So we're gonna use Double Kick and hope that, I'm pretty sure you're either a Dark type or a Normal type. Alright, yeah. It was super effective, whatever type it was, and we're gonna hope that that's... Alright, I survived your attack, and we can indeed 2-hit KO you on a super effective Double Kick. Alright. Good game, Type Null. That thing looks so ridiculous. Anyway, we've defeated Gladion. Like, I like it. It's kind of a bold statement making something that looks that silly, and it definitely fits with Gladion's character, possibly more importantly. Anyway, it's not like me to slip up like that. Well, I don't know what to tell you. You're just... The whole team was 5 or 6 levels weaker than mine was, and don't take it personally. Alright, strong opponents. That kid there, his Pokemon aren't weak. And sure, it's fine enjoying battling, but this brat, he's just using that as an excuse to not try hard because he can't beat the Kahuna. Because he can't beat Hollow when he's serious. You know my Gramps? Wait, so you think I'm strong? Look at you, little Gladion. Aren't you just a real cool guy? Heh. I guess it's no surprise that a homeless kid would turn out to be spineless too, huh? No worries, we got enough backbone to cover for you. Just give it up already, huh? Oh, that was Gladion saying just give it up already. You know you can't beat me. You'll just get your Pokemon hurt for no reason. They're good Pokemon. We came all this way, and for what? For a big fat waste of your time thanks to you. If you hadn't gotten in our way, we could have stolen the totem Pokemon from Brooklet Hill. Let's get out of here. Look, the Murkrow are crying, and it's time we should be flying. Listen up, Gladion. Boss does like you, that's true. But you're just some hired help we keep around for you for when we need you. You aren't part of Team Skull, not really, and you never will be. Got it? You better get it. Guys, be nice. Thanks, Drago, and Torracat too. That's your species name. You both gave it your all. Phew. Looks like I've got to train at my team if I'm gonna take on the trial at Brooklet Hill next. Here, Drago, take these with you. We're gonna beat this island challenge. And that is 3 revives. Alright. So there is a Pokemon Center right up here, and I guess I might as well stop at that. Because I, kind of need some healing on Pico over here, but I think that's gonna wait for the next video. So, next time, we're gonna be going this way, and I guess we're gonna be going to Brooklet Hill next, and not to Mallow's place, whatever that's called. No, it's not really. He's more like a emotional teenager than anything else. And it's gonna keep talking at me. Next time, we're gonna be going in that direction. I don't know. I assume we'll be taking on the trial in the next video because it doesn't look like there's too much between now and then. Anyway, you should all go check out Wizarducks and the Lost Hat, which is one of the games that I like to work on when I'm not doing YouTube stuff. Link to the Steam page can be found down below. I hope you all enjoyed that, and I will see you all later.